Okay, hi everyone, Daryl here. This is lesson 13 in my YouTube series Investing 101. Today we're going to talk about joint tenancy. Okay, so what is joint tenancy? So joint tenancy is a special form of ownership by two or more persons of the same property. So what happens is that they share equal ownership of the property and have equal undivided right to utilize, dispose and profit from the property. So most common joint tenancy that we see in the market nowadays is husband and wife. So normally, like when husband and wife purchase a property, they tend to hold the property as joint tenants. So uh, what happens is that uh, joint tenants are seen as one owner. So the thing is that they are not seen as two people owning the same property, but they collectively are one joint tenant that purchases the property. So they share equal ownership of the property. So this rule of right of survivorship, right, comes into play. So what happens is that when one of the joint tenant passes on, the property will be passed on to the next joint tenant. So if there are two joint tenants, joint tenant A and joint tenant B. So if let's say joint tenant A passes away, joint tenant B will become the sole owner of the property and the rights will be transferred to joint tenant B. So 100% of the property become joint tenant B. There's no percentage. So you cannot say that they each own 50%. It's not like that. They are seen as one entity. So if let's say there are three individuals who purchase this property as joint tenants, technically a lot of people say it's one-third, but it's not one-third. Because joint tenants, right, they are treated as one. Okay, so they are treated as same owner. So if person A, ABC, right, purchase the property in under joint tenancy. So if A passes away, automatically B and C will become the joint tenants and the equal ownership of the property. It doesn't matter whether A has a will or not, because the right of survivorship says that the first person to pass on, the remaining people, the remaining joint tenants in this ownership, right, will receive the ownership of the property that is left behind. Okay, so if person A passes on, B and C will become the joint tenants of this ownership to this property. Then if B passes on, left C only, right, then C will become the sole owner of this property. So all the rights, everything, right, all will be given to C. Okay, so this is what is meant by joint tenancy, and this is one of the methods of ownership that people use to purchase property. Okay, so that's all for this week. See you in the next video. Okay, thanks.